Hey everybody, welcome. How are you? So how about we do something a little different this evening? Usually I do reacts to Foodie Beauty and I know that's a lot to deal with. How about a positive react to a positive person? And her name is Hungry Fat Chick. So for those who are not aware, Hungry Fat Chick, she has been really kicking some serious butt. She's been on the carnivore diet for about 3 weeks and she's making some major progress. I found out that Candy, Hungry Fat Chick, has lost a total of 33 pounds. And she posted a vlog of sorts that was about 50 minutes showing what she's doing on the carnivore diet and talking about being on it. And just watching the vlog is very inspirational. Absolutely love it. Candy, Hungry Fat Chick, can I just say I am so proud of you? A lot of people are proud of you. You are making progress. You're looking good. And I support what you're doing. Absolutely support it. You're taking care of yourself. You're taking charge of this doggone thing. And you're doing it, girl. You're absolutely doing it. So why don't we just watch the vlog together? And I'm going to give my thoughts and little advice here and there if I can for Candy, if she ever does watch my video or anybody else who might be watching. Why don't we just do this? Yes. We like good stuff over here. It doesn't have to always be negative. It can be positive. You can do a positive react. So how about this? And I want to show you guys something. So, like Candy's been kicking butt. Look at her comment section. There's so many people here just supporting Candy and what she's doing. Alan says, after a month, it gets easier to eat carnivore. You're on the edge of beating food problems and eating problems. Well done. I'm going to follow you all the way to the end. Jessica says, I'm so proud of you. You're beating a problem and you're refusing to fail. So proud. You got this, girl. Uh, Angel Star says, I can hear how happy and proud you are of yourself, Candy. I cannot say this enough. I'm so proud of you. A lot of people are proud of you, Candy. A lot of people are proud, and you should be proud of yourself because you're doing it, you're getting it done, and just watching the video, you look good. You look really good. You look more alert. You seem like you have more energy, more positive. I am absolutely loving it. And you're a very sweet person anyway. A lot of people have always thought so. Salmon Mage says, I'm an internet stranger, but I want to say how happy I am for you and impressed with how you are taking control. Much respect. Midsnap says, beware the sodium in canned meat and fish. Good point. I'm doing the carnivore with you. Cece says, do you see the willpower you have? You really have what it takes in you. Sorry for all the comments, but this is really amazing. The comment section for Candy is just nothing but happy and positive. People are being inspired by Candy. It's such a 360 away from Foodie's content. People are really getting behind her as well they should, and she's doing a really great job. But without further ado, let's get into her vlog.
Yep, steak and eggs for
Ooh, steak and eggs.
dinner tonight. There's my steak.
Looks good.
Nice medium rare ribeye. I've been cooking them for 9 minutes, so they're definitely getting medium rare. And I only broke 2 yolks this time.
It's okay. I suck when it comes to cooking eggs, Candy. I just can't do it. Look, I suck. I make scrambled eggs because I'm always breaking the doggone yolks.
But yeah, I had 2 burger patties earlier today, so that's all I'm eating today. I might have my well, I'm gonna have my electrolytes and stuff, but
Very
I
good.
don't know. I think I'm done for the day.
All right.
Today is Monday, I think. Okay. Yep, it was Sunday, not Monday. Oh, there's my steak. It's actually medium rare.
Looks tasty.
Mm. Yum yum. Well, today is Saturday. I've already eaten my steak. I have not cooked eggs like I thought I would, but I'm going to have some sardines this evening. I also had I guess you'd say it's a collagen or protein shake type thing, but I'll show you a picture of that next time.
Okay.
Well, they're sardines. They smell like sardines too. Ooh wee.
Yeah, they're kind of smelly.
It's Tuesday, the 4th of July, and here I am still eating mostly carnivore. I've got a pound of ground beef. I just split it and fried it and seasoned it with a little Pork King Good seasoned salt, and then 4 eggs cooked in the beef fat. This is actually my first meal in well over 24 hours. Yesterday morning, I had a steak. Yesterday evening, I had a can of sardines. So, well, yep. So, kind of been sort of fasting, but I'm enjoying myself and I'm continuing the fight. Yay.
And I love the fact that she's showing everything. She's showing all the food she's eating. Like there's a lot of accountability here. She's not just saying, "Oh, I ate good," and not showing us anything. She's showing us everything she's eating.
Scrambled eggs with butter and hot sauce. Yeah, this is my meal of the day. 4 pieces of bacon, pound of ground beef, and 4 fried eggs. I'm not sure if I'll eat all the ground beef or not, but like I said, my only meal of the day. Here we go. Well, I ate the bacon and eggs and some of the beef, but I couldn't finish it.
It's okay though. I mean, if you can't finish it all, you can't finish it all. It's okay to leave some of the food behind. If you get full, you get full. You don't necessarily have to eat all of it. If you're feeling like you're getting stuffed, you can stop. That's a good sign, Candy. That means you're kind of controlling your portions. That way, you're paying attention to the signals of your body. And if your stomach says we can stop, you're stopping. That's good. That's real good.
Saving it for tomorrow. Hey, y'all. Oh my goodness.
You look so good. The last video I saw of you, Candy, you did not look well. I guess you were in the hospital. You already look so amazing. You can see like you're more alert. You seem to have a glow about you. You're looking good, girl. It's like night and day between the last video that I saw you. You can see the difference already.
Today is Friday, July 7th. I've already done my little weigh in for the day. 419.4, I think, was the final weight.
And look at you giving us a weigh-in. How about that? So where do we start here? We are at 429. Now we're down at 419. And I've heard through Twitter you've lost 33 pounds. That's amazing. I'm sure you feel a lot better being 33 pounds lighter. And if you keep going, you're going to feel more amazing.
Um, yeah, I'm gonna put that at the end, but I already gave it away, so you don't even have to watch if you don't want to. But if you want to, I'm just here to catch up a little bit. Um, yeah, this is 21 days on carnivore. And this last week, I think, I don't know, this is the best week yet, okay?
That gets easier as you go. I'm sure the first week was rough, but the longer you do it, the better you feel.
Absolutely no takeout.
Yay! Look, I can't get too loud. I have a roommate, but I want to cheer for that. No takeout at all. Fantastic.
Not even on the first day of the week. Um, and that's an accomplishment.
Yes, it
This is the
is.
longest I've gone without ordering takeout since I've lived in this new apartment.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a whole week. Cheapers. Um, but so it's going pretty good. I'm not having random cravings. Um, I'm not browsing the Uber Eats and the DoorDash anymore. Once in a while I'll peek, but only because Uber Eats sometimes has like a deal on groceries. You know, you get like 40 to 50% off or something like that. Or like, like up to $40 even.
Hmm.
Like that's a lot.
Yeah, it is.
It adds up. And then I have the Sprouts there and then the other grocery stores that I like to use. Um
Yeah, I used to shop at Sprouts. Look, Sprouts is amazing. They have a lot of great food, a lot of healthy food, but man, they're expensive. I mean, you walk in and you want to buy everything, but it's not the cheapest place to shop, but they got some good stuff there.
and I do end up browsing the grocery stores a little more often, but only because I'm trying to find good deals on meat.
Okay, stop right there. Candy, I think I can help. Hold on. So you're wondering when can you find the best deals at grocery stores? Since you're doing the carnivore thing and you're probably interested in a lot of meat and meat and protein can be very expensive. Little helpful tip for you or anybody else who wants to know. Most supermarkets mark down their past prime meat in the morning. I found cuts up to 40% off. I recommend calling your store's meat department and ask what time they mark their meats down. Hint, my local Albertsons is at 7 a.m., while Fred Meyer is at 9 a.m. So periodically, grocery stores will mark down their meat. You just have to, it's all about the timing, depending on what you're looking for, whether it's chicken or fish or whatnot. Here's another one that says if you shop at a store that restocks daily, then the meat selection should be about the same each day. However, if you're visiting smaller retailers and want the perfect ribeye or other prime cuts of meat, then plan to buy your meat in the morning on the day that the store restocks. So you can actually call ahead if you would like to and say, when do you guys run deals on meats? Like when do you guys restock? And I'm sure they could tell you. Also, if you can invest in a deep freezer, that might be helpful for you. I don't know how long you plan on being on the carnivore diet, but if you get a deep freezer, if you know when the deals are, you can actually buy in bulk, like lots of meat, and then keep it in the deep freezer for whenever you want. And that way you can save some money and then have the protein there for whenever you need it. So I hope that that helps you in your journey. So let's go back over here to the video. Okay, and let's listen to some more to what Candy has to say.
And this week, by the way, Kroger, aka Smith's, which I have here,
Mm-hmm.
they have chuck roast for like three something a pound.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put some chuck roast in my freezer.
That's right.
But
Stock up.
yeah, I could cook it in the oven. I could cook it in the Instapot. I could cook it in my Dutch oven, which I think I'm gonna do the Dutch oven. I saw.
Do you have an air fryer? Air fryers are amazing, Candy. I used to have one. It was amazing to cook with. So I know you have an Instapot, very good. Instapots are basically crock pots on steroids. You know, it's a pressure cooker and they cook everything in like half the time. But an air fryer would be also an amazing addition if you don't already have one.
Recipe, which I'm not actually going to use the recipe because the lady, she slathered it in that beef better than bouillon stuff, and that's got sugar in it, so can't
Yeah.
have that.
Yeah.
But just the plain meat, delicious. And let it braise and all that good stuff, get nice and juicy. But as y'all can tell, I'm really enjoying myself on the carnivore diet. Um, and yeah, it's a lifestyle. It's definitely going to be a lifestyle. The thing is,
Yeah, well, I've been saying for the longest that when it comes to those that have issues with food, diets don't work. And they don't work because they don't last long enough. When you are trying to change your life, it is a lifestyle change. So you are going through a lifestyle change. You are switching your habits with food. I'm completely on board with that. I think you're making a good decision. So keep on with that.
as I've already got it in my head that I'm gonna want to try to introduce vegetables again, little by little by little. so I can see, like say I just put some broccoli on my plate one day,
Right.
and I'll see if I feel bloated and gassy and all that kind of stuff, which vegetables I think tend to do. I haven't had that problem since I started carnivore. No digestive issues. Uh, whew. God, there's just been so many like positive changes. Oh gosh, and I'm trying to like go over them in my brain, and my brain is obviously not functioning. It's functioning, but it's not functioning, if you know what I mean.
I love Candy. She's just so sweet. And she's so real. I love Candy.
I've partaken of the herb
Oh, okay, girl.
this morning. Well, this afternoon now. I got up at like 8:30 this morning. Actually got up at 7 something. I mean, I woke up at 7 something, and then I tried to go back to sleep, and I laid there, with my little YouTube cat purr video going. For the first time was 59 minutes, and I'm like, okay, well this won't do, so let me just, I like to look at the time on my little YouTube video that I listen to while I sleep to see how many hours I sleep at a time. So I'm like, this won't do, so I started it over again. And
Okay, again, I want to help you, Candy. I want to help. Now, I don't know if you can find any 12-hour, 6-hour cat purr videos, but if you find a video you like, that you like the sound of it, if it helps you sleep, and if it's not long enough, you can actually like right click on a video and you'll see the thing that says loop, and you can click on loop and it'll just go for as long as you want it to go. Uh, I make the ASMR type ambiance videos, and unfortunately, I cannot upload 12 hours at a time because the files are just too tremendously long. They take forever to upload. But if you find a video that you like, that you want it to go longer, you need it to go longer, just click on the video, like just on the video itself. It doesn't matter where. You'll see a section that says loop, and when you click on loop, it'll make the video play over and over, and you don't have to keep restarting it.
and then the next time I tried was 49 minutes. And I'm like, oh hell, I just gave it up. I only slept like 2.5 hours, so I'm sure I will crash and burn later on. I haven't eaten yet. It's like 2:30 in the afternoon. I haven't eaten yet, but I did have a little protein thing, a little scoop of protein powder shaky thing, which it's a carnivore brand. I'm not gonna say the name, but it's basically nose to tail. I'm not gonna advertise it because it's probably not the best thing I could have gotten. Um, Plus, it's too much protein. I need.
Yeah, be careful those protein shakes, Mama. I've tried them before, and generally the cheaper protein shakes, like egg protein, milk protein, the cheaper ones, they don't really have any nutritional value. Uh, the higher priced ones are higher priced for a reason because they got better stuff in them. So, if you want to do the protein shakes, look into stuff that's high quality because then it'll do a lot of good.
More fat than protein. So I'm learning every day, what I'm supposed to be doing. Um, yeah, I don't do enough uh to educate myself on every little thing. I mean, I watch the videos, and I get the information in me, but to be able to present it to you guys is like, you know,
Well, there's so much to learn. If you're have been in a place where you did not know and then you're trying to learn, it can be overwhelming. Trying to absorb every bit of knowledge all at once. Just take your time with it. You'll absorb little things little by little. You are learning. Don't overstress yourself. You're learning, you're open to learning more. Just be relaxed with it and you'll learn what you need to learn, Mama.
that's not me. But I've got a lot of like inspirations in the
Mhm.
carnivore and ketovore or keto life, low carb life. Um, so many good creators out there giving all the information that you could want and all the recipes. I watch a lot of recipes.
Very good.
Lots of things I'd like to try, but so and honestly, I'm not really missing anything. I mean, every so often I'll get a recipe and I'm like, man, I'd really like to make that, but I'm not ready to add this particular food in to what I'm doing just yet.
And that's a sign of true growth when you're on a path and you develop that accountability and self-awareness. You can stop yourself and you can say to yourself, I'm just not ready for that. I'm not ready to take that on. And I know that. So until I'm ready, I'm not going to do it. That's a sign of true growth, Candy.
Um, you know, and like I didn't put a video out Wednesday, because basically, I'm kind of at this crossroads thing with my channel where this is what I'm doing right now as far as food goes.
Mhm.
And food for many, many, many years has been my focus
Right.
in life. And obviously, it's still going to be a focus for a little while, but I don't want it to be the focus. Once I've educated myself enough or created good habits of getting up, getting what I need to start my day, fasting till like 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, or even 5 or 6. If I could like stretch it out to like 5 or 6 in the evening, then I'm definitely good, for one meal a day. And this past week, I've pretty much been doing one meal a day. And there were a couple of days there where I kind of fasted more than I should have, probably. Well, yeah. What happened is I ended up staying up all night,
Mhm.
and it was like 8 o'clock the next day, and I had cooked 2 steaks, and I had the one in the picture or video with the bone, the big bone in it.
Mhm.
It's like a video with 2 steaks. I had the one with the bone in it with some fried eggs, I believe, and the other steak I put in a container and put in the fridge. And I was going to have that for my dinner the following day. Well, that night, we just I just got in a thing and stayed up all night. And 8 o'clock the next morning, I was really, really hungry. So I'm like, I'm just gonna go have my steak. So I had my steak, and I was up for another 4 hours or so, and then I went to bed, and then I got up, and when I got up, I was not hungry. And it got later and later and later into the evening. And about 8 or 9 p.m., I was like, I'm getting a little bit antsy. Um, so I hadn't eaten since 8 in the morning. So got a little bit antsy. So I had some sardines. And I had forgotten I do like sardines. So I cracked them open and I started eating them, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I remember this taste. I hadn't had sardines without some kind of sauce, like hot sauce or mustard, like in the can in a long time. And these sardines were in water. So, but they were good. You know, Next time I open a can of them, I'm going to put some hot sauce on them for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Sardines need that hot sauce.
Yeah, I've got mustard too. So, um, but
Maybe the reason why you're not feeling as hungry is because protein is very filling. It's not like carbs that they just go through your system and then the next thing you know, you're hungry all over again. That's the hamster wheel. If you like carbs, you carbs turn into sugar. Sugar gives you fuel. You feel up for a while, but they just go through your system so quick, and so you're on this vicious cycle of you eat carbs and then you're hungry. Then you eat more carbs and then you're hungry. You're on that hamster wheel. But maybe the proteins are just they're going through your system slower, and they're giving you more energy, and you feel full longer. Maybe that's why.
Mom, get my water. Mm. Oh, she full. Mm, mm. Coldest water. I need to get another one of my bottles out. I need to get like the 20-ounce bottle out for my electrolytes because I'm having my electrolytes in this, and they really salty. That's not enough water. There, I've got the Element ones, and they're really good. I mean, a lot of the different carnivore and ketogenic sites recommend, you know, channels, I should say, recommend the LMNT. And this is not sponsored. I'm not sponsored yet, if I get that way. But oh, shoot, I'm just like
Coldest water bottle. Why haven't you sponsored Candy yet? Give her a sponsorship, bro.
screwing with
She's doing good. She's earned it.
my screwing with my camera here or my phone. Oh,
Get on this, Coldest.
goodness. Anyway, so the Element, they're really good compared to the ones that I was using before these came in the mail. I had the Dr. Berg's kind, and those that took forever for them to like dissolve into the water, and it was really annoying. Mm. But these Element ones, they dissolve right away, and I noticed they seem saltier, and the flavors are more like pow. The one I'm having right now is like the unflavored one, the raw one. Uh, I had the first one I had was the mango chili. It was really good. Then I had a lemon habanero. I had the watermelon. I had citrus. I had the orange, and I had the chocolate. Oh, and raspberry. And yeah, really salty, but also good flavor. So I'm like, the recipes are like popping in my head. I'm like, I could take one of those salts and flavor up something. It's too soon to get creative. I got about, well, okay, my timeline. My timeline of this carnivore thing. I initially, when I mentioned carnivore, I initially planned to start carnivore on July 4th, which today's the 7th, so the 4th is come and gone, you know, no big deal because basically I started the whole carnivore thing 3 weeks ago. Um, so after I made the big like carnivore announcement, um, I got on the scale and I planned on taking the 3 weeks from the day that I made that video to July 4th, um, to like get my body into carnivore mode. I didn't want to just go cold turkey, no vegetables, no nothing, to zero carb pretty much. And I have been zero carb, overnight. But the thing of it is I plan to do the 3 week stretch and then start carnivore on the 4th. But the day I weighed in and the following day I was starting. And I made a community post and I told y'all what I was weighing. That scared me because I thought I was around 430. But then I saw the scale and I was almost, you know, well, not almost 460. I was over 450. Put it that way. 452.8 is what the scale said the first day. So I started the following day. And then a couple days later, I weighed myself and I think I was down to 441 point something. So it's like I started dropping weight immediately. And it was like water just.
No, I don't know how long you're going to be on the carnivore diet. I don't know a lot about it. I don't know anything about it. I'll just come right out and say it. I don't know anything about the carnivore diet. I know it's protein based. I don't know how long you can be on it safely, but whatever path you take to getting healthy, yeah, right now you're going to drop a lot of weight. And there might be a point, I don't know what that point is for you, Candy, where you're going to hit a plateau and the weight coming off is going to be a bit slower, but you're doing good. I'm sure you're feeling better. And, I just keep on with it. Just be careful and keep yourself healthy, and you'll continue to be successful.
um, yeah, I lost a lot of water weight like the very first week before I even got started good. like did the public weigh in. Public weigh in was the next weigh in. It was 439 point whatever. Um, I thought it said 431, but I was I don't know what the hell happened. I was just hearing 431 and I heard 431 twice, but it said 439. So my scale, I wonder, I'm guessing there's a way maybe I could change the voice to I don't know. I need to play with it, I guess. Let's get it up here and like move some things around and see if I can change the voice to something else. But as far as I know, that's what it is. That's I've heard other people have had the same kind of scale. Nick and I think Amber have had the scale, and that's just the way it sounds. But yeah, today I weighed in and I had to do it twice because 419 and it sounded like 490. And it's like, if it was 490, then this has been a busy 2 weeks, pretty much, or a busy week. Um, because, yeah, unless I'm wearing weights. But anyway, so then 439 to 433, then 428.6, and then today. So yeah, it's already been a journey. It's already been a journey. Um, and I already started carnivore. I was saying I was doing ketovore, carnivore, but there wasn't any keto involved in it. It was all carnivore. From day one, I started eating just meat and fat and cartilage and, getting all that collagen and goodness into my body and let the healing begin. I tell you what, 3 weeks in, my inflammation is down so much.
Yay!
Oh gosh. I'm not saying my sciatica is gone because, that could like pop back up and hurt me at any moment. But right now I'm getting around so much better.
I'm so happy to hear that. I'm sure you feel amazing and you're like, wow, what a difference. What an absolute difference.
Even the crackling and popping, I'm like, what is happening? You know,
What is happening is your body's saying, hey, man, we're digging this. You're doing the doggone thing and you're helping us out. So we're going to reward you with feeling better.
um, I ain't saying it's a miracle, but so anyway, I eventually want to go keto. I want to inch my way into keto by
Mm-hmm.
adding a few vegetables in here and there, like some avocado, maybe some olives, a few green things, and just see how they make me feel. And I'm not planning on even attempting that until like week 5 of all of this. I'm going to do the full 30 days on carnivore because, that's the thing, try it for 30 days, see if you like it. And I definitely like it. I definitely like it. I just want more options. I always want more options. I'm not saying I'm gonna start like chowing down on plant-based products. you know, if anything, I want to keep everything I'm doing as non-processed as possible.
Good idea. Because that's the trap. Processed foods, they got so much stuff in them. And the bad thing about sugar, it's in everything. It's sneaky how the food industry, they put sugar in everything because sugar is addictive. It's in ketchup, it's in salad dressings, it's everywhere. And worse, if you look at the ingredients, there's so many different kinds of for names for sugar that if you're just looking for sugar, you might see it under a different name and think it's something else. So yeah, anything that's natural, that's a good deal. Processed, be careful.
Um, and I was sitting in Sprouts today looking at keto snacks, and that stuff's just not good for you either.
No.
It doesn't matter if it's sugar free or low.
Yeah, a little pro tip. So once upon a time, I thought that eating the protein bars would be a good idea. Um, some of those protein bars have as many calories and sugar as a regular candy bar. So watch out for those too.
Carb or whatever. If it's super processed, it's not good for your
Right.
body. And, I'm not going to tempt fate anytime
Good.
soon
Good.
with this inflammation decrease. That's why I'm worried about cheese. Worried about the cheese. And I really want to add some cheese bad, but again, I'm trying to wait at least give myself 30 days. You know, um, no cheese. The only dairy I've been having is butter. That's it. And I know it looks like a lot of butter that I'm using, but it's not a lot of butter. Not really. Not compared to some folks on carnivore. I see them chow down on some butter, like butter with every meal, and I'm like, ooh. But like I said, lately it's one meal a day, and I haven't even eaten today. Ooh.
See, what's going on is that you're staying away from all of the carbs and the sugar, which would prompt you to get hungry, and you're filling up on protein, which will make you stay full longer. And again, I can look at you, Candy, and you look like a whole different person. Like your eyes look alert. They look bright. You seem like you got a lot more energy. And maybe the reason why you're having trouble sleeping or staying up all night, maybe your body is freaking out. Just saying, hey, no carbs, no sugar, no junk. We've got energy. What do we do? Your body's just like, we got energy now. What do we do with it? So, it's like your body's just like celebrating right now.
And I have some leftover ground beef from yesterday's dinner. Yesterday I had 4 fried eggs, a pound of ground beef, and 4 slices of bacon. I ate the eggs, I ate the bacon, I ate a little bit of the beef, and then I put the rest of it away because it was too fatty and it was a little underdone for me. So I put it in a container that I can stick in the microwave and get it just a little bit more cooked. Um, I don't know why it is, but I like my burgers, my burger patties rare, very rare. Um, like the few days before that, I had taken the ground beef and I split it in half and I cooked it just like that into 2 patties, and that was wonderful. But when I like smushed up the meat, I didn't smush it enough, I guess. Um, and then I tried to like undercook it because I like my meat rare. um, but it wasn't good like that. I didn't like it. And so if I'm gonna smash up my ground beef, I'm gonna really smash it up. Oh goodness. Oh, but it's been fun. This has been interesting, and um I don't know. I just feel good right
You
now.
look good. You look real
And I'm
good.
thankful. I'm thankful that I did this for myself. Um
I'm glad you did this for yourself because everybody was really, really worried about you, Candy. They were really, really worried. But it looks like you just turned things around, and I really hope that you stay on this journey. And no matter whether you're doing the carnivore thing or keto or something, that you just stay with this. And I know you might have some thoughts about, well, the content on my channel is food, but you're the content creator. you can do any food you want. And I hope that you include healthy food into your content. And trust me, the people that are on your channel that love you, that they love your personality, they'll watch you regardless of what you're eating, mama. So might as well eat something that's good for you.
Um, it was time. It was time for me to do
Yep.
something, to change what I was doing because it wasn't serving me.
No, it wasn't.
Shoot. This is why I don't get on camera because it's like I'm at a loss for words. There's so much to say, but I don't know how to say it. Anyway, what I've been doing besides the carnivore diet, same old, same old. Playing some Skyrim, watching.
What? You play Skyrim? I think that's awesome. Girl, I want to play Skyrim. I've heard so much about it, but I think that's great. So you play video games. Amazing.
TV because that's like my pastime, what I do. I've had thoughts on going out, but we got triple digit temperatures right now, so
Mm,
I'm not too keen on that. you know, um, but the way that I'm feeling, I know that I will be able to do it.
good.
Uh,
Yes.
so I'm looking
Yes,
forward to.
girl. You get yourself ready and you can go out and do things. Oh, you're gonna love that moment when you step out of the house and do stuff.
It. I'm looking forward to getting out and doing something. I don't know
Yes.
what I want to do.
Anything.
But I just don't want to get out there and suffocate
No.
in the heat.
How about taking a walk at night or going out at night? The temperature might be cooler at night. Would that work?
Um, let's see. Ooh, Susan and I just finished Game of Thrones.
Yes.
It's like my fifth watch through of it, maybe more. I don't know. I've lost count. At least five. Watched it twice with Susan and at least three times on my own. So, started another show that my cousin had told me about called Euphoria.
Hmm.
That's also on HBO. Lord, that's a good one.
Can I recommend one to you, Candy? If you ever see this video, check out The Witcher. It's on Netflix. I don't know if they still have it there, but especially the first two seasons, it's a really great show.
Teenage drama, you know. Uh,
Or The Mandalorian. I think you'd dig that. The Mandalorian was great too.
Centers around a group of girls and a few guys, and there's just it's just craziness, you know. Very adult themes, but it's very surreal, very well thought out, and I like those kinds of shows where um, you have to understand the subtext. You have to understand um, the backstory and mental health issues, because that's a lot of it, um, substance abuse and things like that, um, gender, sexuality, just runs the gamut. Um,
A couple more recommendations of shows that I watched on Netflix, Candy. One called Versailles, and another one called The Tudors. Both excellent.
but so I've been obsessed with that show for the last week. Um, mm, yeah, so just same old stuff, really. Um, what else? Oh, anyway. So yeah, I've been kind of thinking about where I want my channel to go. content wise going forward because um, I'm not really feeling the mukbang thing anymore.
Yay! I'm loving that for you. If you're on a health journey, you really can't do unhealthy mukbangs anymore. I mean, you could, but it would kind of go against what you're trying to do with yourself personally. But I'm happy to hear you say that because the unhealthy mukbangs are just they're bad for you, and you're trying to turn your life around. But you know what? You can sit down and have a regular healthy meal, and if you want to do that for content, you could, Candy, or do something healthy and like just show like a healthy option to something that might be unhealthy. Like food can still be your content, just kind of switch it a different way.
And I definitely don't want to just go on and on and on about this carnivore thing that I'm doing, you know, endlessly. I don't want to become a channel that, talks about my diet all the time. I don't want to be a weight loss channel. Um, I want it to be a me channel. I want it to be a candy channel.
What it is, you got a wonderful personality, you're very sweet. I know that you having a YouTube channel, you're very concerned about the content and if people are satisfied with the content, if they're entertained by the content. Maybe you're wondering, is this too boring for my audience? But here's the thing. People are not just tuning in for the content, they're tuning in for you. People like you. And if this is what you're into, and if this is part of who you are and what you're doing, they're going to be interested in that. You're a very interesting person. You're a very sweet person. So, like, you're just being yourself. That's what people are really tuning in for.
So, I mean, that's part of my story. So, it'll definitely be there. But I don't want that to be all that's there, if you know what I mean. So, I've been really thinking about it. Um, I don't necessarily want to say I'm quitting mukbang or that I'll never do another mukbang because, I may cook something that's so damn good, I'm going to want to show it off. you know, when I start introducing more color to my plate.
Yeah, do more healthy stuff. You can still do mukbangs, just try to center it around maybe healthier stuff. And it doesn't have to be a mass quantity of food. It can just be a regular meal. Maybe you can just, if you have something that you like to eat, you can find healthier options or workarounds and say, this is, I used to eat this. So this is like the switch. This is the healthier version of that. And we're going to try it out together.
It's like right now it's just browns, beige, meat and eggs, meat and eggs, butter. That's pretty much it right now.
I'm curious about something. I don't know a lot about the carnivore diet. What proteins are allowed on the I'm educating myself right now, carnivore diet. Uh, Following the carnivore diet means no carbs ever. Vegetables, legumes, and fruit are off the table. Okay, and said this ultra high protein diet allows for solely animal products: meat, fish, poultry, eggs, and dairy. Okay, so I know they're eating a lot of steak and eggs, candy, and even a little bit of fish. You could also add in maybe is seafood allowed? Would that be part of the fish? But you can, like instead of just eating like chicken, maybe eat something in the poultry family, like quail or duck, and that way you're kind of switching it up a little bit. I mean, there's all different kinds of cuts of meat, and that way you're giving yourself more variety, and you're not eating the same things over and over, and maybe it'll help get you on track.
But yeah, let me put some red and some green in there, and we'll be good to go. Um, for some maybe recipe and eating videos. Uh, so for now, basically, all I've got in me is some kind of light vlogs, vlogs where I just kind of chill with you guys for a little while. Um, I'm definitely going to continue the weigh-ins for a
Good,
bit
good.
on Fridays, as the weeks go by, but there'll probably come a time where I'll start weighing in just once a month, once I get further into the low carb and keto and counter calorie counting stuff. you know, Not really, and not saying, I don't know. I don't know what the hell I'm saying. I'm just saying that I never meant for carnivore to be a permanent situation.
It's a good start, though. I mean, it's a good jump start. And obviously, it's working for you. And when you feel comfortable, when you feel like you want to switch over to keto or something like that, then you'll know when you're ready. But I think like you doing the carnivore diet, obviously it's working. You're feeling good. You're not feeling sick. I say stick with it.
Definitely want to stay away from sugar and carbs.
Right. Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. Because if you introduce the sugar and the carbs, it's going to make you backslide. You're going to get tempted. You're going to start to get hungry again and you will backslide. So, yeah, stay away from that.
That's the goal. Definitely want to um, do away with cravings. You know, do away with cravings and get control of my behaviors. Because dang, I was just going wild.
Yeah, you
I
were.
was ordering takeout like every day, nearly every day. Um, and that was just financially not sustainable,
No.
physically just compounding, you
Like,
know.
all that takeout, if you think about it, Candy, like all that takeout, mama, see, there's food and then there's food like products. And most processed food, it's not real food. It's food like products. It looks like food, it tastes like food, but there's no nutrition in it. There's no vitamins, there's no minerals. So when you eat processed food, what you're doing is you're putting a bunch of, like a bag of garbage down your throat, and then your body looks at it and says, well, thanks for the bulk, but there's absolutely nothing here that we can use. So we're going to make you hungry again. So that processed food, the takeout, it doesn't serve you as well as real food. I mean, look at the difference in how you feel and how you look now. You look healthy because your body is getting a lot more of what it needs now than it ever did with the takeout.
Everything that was already wrong with me. Um, so I'm getting a handle on it,
Good.
and the battle is not won. The battle is not won. I'm not having cravings, but
The battle is not won yet, but girl, you are winning. You're feeling good. You're losing weight. You are winning. Keep on with that.
never know. I mean, especially with like the flavored electrolyte packets. I worry that the sweeteners in there, which
Mhm.
is just stevia, it's stevia. Um, but I'm kind of testing the waters, and I'm still not finding I'm having cravings. And if I eat late enough in the day, I feel like I'm satisfied enough to get through the night on one meal a day. So that's going to help me a lot. Um, Trying to get enough calories in that one meal, depending on what I have. Uh, as long as I get somewhere between 800 to 1200 calories, you know, I'm satisfied. Definitely, like my fitness pal. I'm pointing over here, but my phone's over there. I'm like pointing over here, like my phone's on the table, but it's not because I'm looking at my phone. But my fitness pal, it has me, I think, at like 2,100 calories a day,
Mhm.
something like that. So I mean that's pretty generous. I'm trying to keep my carbs between 5 and 0 grams of carb at all, period. But as I move into ketovore and keto, the carb count goes up. saw somewhere the ketovore, the carb count was like 50. I was like, that doesn't sound right. It doesn't sound right. I was thinking like keto alone was like 20 something. So I don't know. Like I got to do more research before I, branch into those, territories again. I've done keto before and I failed because I kept going for the desserts and the.
Yeah, because you it sounds like you are just very you're attracted to the carbs and the sugar. It's okay. I was a carb addict myself. Sugars, love those sweets, girl. I understand. So I know that there's a fear there because you're on the carnivore diet, which there's no carbs. And if there's no carbs, then it's easier to stick with it because there's no carbs. But if you have something like keto, where carbs are allowed, there's a temptation that you might backslide and get the cravings going again. So I understand the apprehension.
you know, like no candy, no, 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 no. And I'm leery about making my carnivore breads that I've been kind of researching and stuff because I'm afraid that having any bread like thing would trigger me into wanting other bread like things.
Yeah, you don't trust yourself right now, and that's okay too. If you know inside that you're not ready, that you don't have enough self-control yet, like you've not been on this thing long enough to where you can get that self-control and stop yourself, uh, you know what you're ready for. And you've been doing the carnivore diet for 3 weeks. You're doing good by taking the carbs out entirely. But I can feel that you're like, I want to do this thing. I want to do the keto, but I'm afraid that if I even introduce even a little bit of the carbs, what that's going to lead to. So you're not ready for that yet, but it's all right. You know when you will be. And it'll happen when you know you have enough self control that you can stop yourself.
I want to make like chaffles and stuff like that and have like a chaffle egg sandwich, and just the simple chaffles with like just egg and a little cheese and I forget what else. But I think it's just egg and cheese, which delicious. Definitely not bread, but just using it as bread. Could it trigger me to, well, I'll just go crazy and get a sandwich somewhere.
Right.
Like, no, I don't want that.
No,
So I'm trying to be very careful with myself here. If I get triggered,
I think you doing the carnivore diet is really good because you're going through a period of feeling really good. And if you keep that up, if you keep it going, then when it's going to create a sense of self control to where if you go somewhere and you see something that has carbs in it, you're going to think back immediately to, I was on the carnivore diet and I didn't have carbs and I was fine and I felt good. Do I really need those carbs? It's going to, this experience right now with doing the carnivore diet and feeling really good, it's going to put into your head, I don't need those carbs. I don't need all that sugar. I felt better without it.
so no, not yet.
And everybody does need carbs to a certain degree. That's where we get our fuel. But right now, you're kind of relearning and reteaching yourself, and that is fantastic.
Not yet.
You're reconditioning
Um,
yourself.
but there will come a time when I'm going to be able to trust myself
Mhm.
to get a little creative because for as long as I can, well, not as long as I can remember, when I was a kid, I didn't give two craps about cooking, unless I was heating up some ravioli in the microwave
Same. Did that.
after school. Uh, yeah, I wish I'd have spent more time in the kitchen with my nanny. Um,
Yeah, because by cooking your own food, yeah, it's a process to cook your food. But by cooking the food, you're more aware of what you're putting in your body and how much. And there's more of appreciation for the food versus just ordering takeout, and it's simple, it's easy, it's there, and you can just put it in. You're not really giving it much thought versus cooking where you are thinking about what you're cooking and you're very aware of it.
Man, or my mom even, you know, definitely was more of a daddy's girl out in the tool shed. But but most of my adult life, I enjoyed the heck out of getting in the kitchen and creating stuff. And I've made all kinds of food, and I love to cook. So, watching other people make recipes, I'm like seeing those recipes, and I'm like, thinking of like a half a dozen different ways to tweak it and make it my own. You know what I'm saying? It's like, could I do it this way? You know,
Sounds like you got a real passion for cooking. You could do a lot with that. I mean, if you're on this health journey, I mean, if you have a very creative mind when it comes to food, there's no telling what you could cook up for yourself and making it content for your channel and really just go wild, go crazy, go creative with it in a very healthy way. I support that.
I don't know. I like to adjust things to my palate. Um, so I'm looking forward to getting creative again. Just getting in the kitchen every day and cooking and cleaning for myself in the kitchen has been, whew, it's been a change, and it's been
Mhm.
a wonderful change. Getting used to it in there. I haven't done too much. I mean, there's a lot of stuff I could do, but I'm keeping it simple. I'm cooking on my grill, or I'm cooking, in a pan, pretty much. So, and my little grill thing is really easy to clean. It's just two pieces I have to pull out and clean, and wipe the inside down a little bit.
Can I recommend a George Foreman grill because those things are awesome. If you want a quick hamburger or something, they'll cook it up nice and fast for you, and they're easy to clean.
But
Needs to have one.
it's been awesome. Uh, what else is happening? I don't know. It's just physically, I'm finding myself with so much like
Energy.
uh, extra focus,
Yep. Energy.
clarity of mind.
Mhm.
But then I cloud it with a little mother nature. But the clearness is still there. It's living for so many years with this cloud in my brain, this fog. Whoo, and then having that fog lift, it's just incredible.
It is. It is. You get so much more energy, and then your body is saying, "Hey, thank you so much for taking care of us. We're going to give you all this energy now." And then if you're not used to all that energy, you're like, "What do I do? I mean, I want to go out. I want to do things. I want to go out and live and just experience life." And I'm laughing not at you, Candy. I'm laughing in celebration of you and the fact that you're getting yourself together. You're feeling a sense more of joy now and peace, and I think that's great. I think that's really great. So you're getting tons of energy, and now you're like, what do I do with it? Well, I'm sure you'll figure it out.
That's all I have to say. It's just incredible. Um, and being in so much pain, I can barely move. Uh, and it's so much less. And it's like I have my rollator in front of me right now, and I'm already thinking, maybe I should start trying, to get up and do things without the rollator, because I
Good.
know I can. I walk without it all the time. I walk the rollator to the back of the you know from here to the hall, little hall area, and then I walk from where I'll leave my rollator and then walk into the bathroom. And
A little suggestion for you, Miss Candy, or anybody else who might be interested. I don't know what your physical activity level is looking like these days or your health, but if you're interested, there are tons of videos on YouTube that you can do low impact aerobics in the comfort of your own home. I know it's kind of hot outside where you are, but there's all kinds of dance videos, there's low impact aerobics, there's all kinds of things. So if you're looking to get a little bit active, maybe you've got a little bit too much energy, you can just put one of those videos on and then just work out or do aerobics or something in the comfort of your own home.
And then when I leave the bathroom, I walk back out, grab my rollator, and walk back here. But I can make that. I can walk that, you know. Uh, I don't know. I'm trying not to do too much
Right,
yet because I don't want to hurt myself. I don't want
right.
to injure, what I feel like is actually finally on the mend. Um, it's like I was getting a little crazy in bed last night, doing leg lifts and things like that. Gotta kind of be careful. It's like, uh, the left leg is pretty easy to lift and move, but the right leg, mm, it's like kind of the hip is kind of locked.
Hmm.
It's you know, so I have to really stretch it out. I've just kind of been dragging that leg around for months. It's bad when you can't even lift a leg. You just got to kind of drag it around on the floor or limp.
It'll get better.
But man, I don't know. So positive changes, 3 weeks, positive changes already. Um, Looking forward to seeing how I feel at 4 weeks, and then and then so on and so forth. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and call it for now, and I just thank you guys for hanging in there with me, and I thank you all for all of the loving, kind, supportive comments. I mean, you guys are just y'all are wonderful. I mean, y'all have like just kept my head in the game. I'm staying in the game. This is definitely I'm definitely in it to win it right
Oh,
now.
you're gonna win it. I have confidence in you. I have faith in you. I mean, you've been doing this for 3 weeks and you already feel amazing. Can you imagine how you're going to feel in 3 more weeks, Candy? Like, this is only the beginning. If you keep on with this and you keep on the path that you're on, in no time flat, you're going to be like looking behind you and saying, wow, look how far I've come. It's amazing. Like, look how much better I feel. So much love to you, Candy. If I could, I'd reach out and give you a hug. I'm sure a lot of people would love to give you a hug, but you keep on with this. Uh, know that you have the support and the love of a lot of people, and I look forward to seeing your journey because you're definitely on a journey. So that's it for this react to Candy, Miss Hungry Fat Chick. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. Not all reacts have to be negative; they can be positive, and I love the fact that I can give a positive react to Candy today. So y'all take care. Leave some comments in the comment section about what you think, and show some love to Miss Candy. She's fighting the good fight. She's doing the doggone thing, and I think that's great. So y'all have a great night and take care of yourselves now.